Jazzcast Pros.
Hey Bossies, it's your girl Jazzy T, producer of Getting Real with Bossy podcast. And today we are recording in front of a live audience here at the Rochester Public Market. And as a mom and a woman business owner of Jazzcast Pros podcast network, who sometimes works from home, where the kids are streaming and uploading and downloading, doing stuff for school, playing video games. Like, it's crazy. You have to have really good internet. So I'm excited to welcome to our conversation today the execs from Frontier as we get bossy with technology.
Hey ladies, do you own your own business or are you considering starting your own?
Are you craving connection and are ready to feel seen? It's time to get real about what it takes to make it as a woman business owner.
My name is Kelly Bush.
And I'm Kelly Metras.
And we're the hosts of Getting Real with Bossy, the podcast that unites and educates women business owners through real, raw, and honest conversations.
This episode of Getting Real with Bossy is brought to you by Frontier Fiber. With next generation Frontier technology, our households and businesses will be able to reach their full potential so that we can all thrive and live more connected lives. Check availability in your area at frontier.com. I'm here with Kelly Bush and Kelly Metras and our special guests from Frontier Communications, David Olivera, the Vice President of National Expansion, and Collette Combre, the Director of Engagement Marketing, to talk about Frontier Communications investment in Rochester as their first stop on the Building Gigabit America Tour. Woo!
Hello and welcome to the Bossy Podcast.
Now, I know that Frontier has been here for years, but this new digital infrastructure is a major step forward for Rochester, empowering us to live better, more connected lives. And speaking of connections, Collette and Kelly Bush already have a connection. Come to find out, they both went to Wayne High School. Collette, thank you so much for being here and tell us what's going on today.
I'm super excited about being here and being able to empower the community and to make sure that moms that are business owners in our community, our residents, everyone has access to better internet, and that it really is something that works seamlessly behind their lives to just empower them to do whatever they want to do.
So what do you think is the biggest benefit that Frontier can bring to Rochester that we may need to ease our lives when it comes to business, or even just going home and doing your life when you're not a business owner?
Our commitment to building Gigabit America is surrounded by building fiber. And when you think about fiber versus any other technology, it really is a fiber optic cable ran directly to your home or to your business. So we're talking about being able to download, at gig speed. You're downloading a movie in 40 seconds, right? So, when you think about whether entertaining a customer in a business or you're entertaining your children, download a movie before you get on a flight, that speed makes a big difference, right? The second one's reliability. And I know how the weather is out here. I grew up in the Northeast myself.
Yes.
So less outages, it doesn't require power, and it's a lot more durable. So it's going to be a lot more reliable, 99.9999% reliable for our customers. And then, you think about from a business perspective, transactions, billing, just overall, the experience for that customer is going to be flawless, right? That 99.99% of reliability that you could depend on to make sure you're showing up for the community appropriately. The other piece is, I have a boy and a girl. My daughter was writing a diary, but she doesn't want to share with me what she's writing. So she uses Google. And when I think about the way that she has evolved in her reading and evolved in her ability to write, I could thank fiber internet. And that makes a big difference in my life. And I know it'll make a big difference in hers. And I think from an education perspective, it's a massive differentiator. When you have someone working from home, someone learning all at the same time, the average household is using 22 connected devices, and it'll graduate to 40 devices in the next couple of years. And that's the purpose of us doing activations like this today, so folks understand how internet really impacts their lives and how many devices they really have connected to them at a time.
Yeah, and it's taken about 7 devices just to put this podcast together. So we see the need for digital connections in 2022 and beyond.
I try not to think about it.
But that's exactly right? I think, like I said before, I really feel strongly that it's something that's supposed to just be in the background and just work. so that whatever you're doing, it's seamless. You just pick it up and you're being the superhero of your own life, right? I love that.
How much you need it until it goes down.
Right. Right. And with 99.999% reliability, you're rarely going to have an experience of it going down.
Can you repeat that percentage one more time?
99.999. How many nines is it?
It's
like
a lot
5?
So we own restaurants, and there's nothing more frustrating when the internet goes down and I can't run credit cards. A POS, because it never goes down Tuesday at 2 p.m. Right. It's Friday night at 1 a.m. when everybody's closing out.
Yep.
I need them to pay, and nobody pays cash anymore.
No.
Nope.
That was a huge shift in COVID. People were scared to touch money, and now everyone's paying with credit cards. So it is even more important.
It's that, and then even for you guys that own restaurants, it's also scanning the QR code so that you can get your menus. You know, all of those other things are things that you use your internet for. So it really, I mean, you're right. COVID unveiled a lot of new opportunities. While it's cool that you can update your menus online and, you know, be more flexible with them, but it also means that you have to have better internet so that your consumers don't have a bad experience, right?
Right. Not only did it show us opportunities, but also flaws. And it sounds like you guys are really tackling the main flaw we had, which is amazing.
You guys are expanding fiber optic internet right here in our city.
There are a lot of things I really know a lot about, and there are a lot of things I don't. So is it underground, or is it a cable that comes into your house above ground?
It's both. So it really depends on the area. So there's buried experiences and there's aerial experiences. It really depends on the infrastructure of that area.
Okay.
So regardless if it's one or the other, we would know that ahead of time, and that's part of our build plan, right? So on our website, we have a construction landing page where when we start building, we have signage out there that, you know, Collette's team worked to enable, so that when the contractors are out there, you know what they're doing. But it really is an investment, because from the time it goes from the central office to the hub and the hub to the house, there's a significant amount of construction, and it's really an investment in the future, because fiber is something that we can continue to accelerate as far as speed. So as folks need more connectivity, we could provide that connectivity, not only today, but as fast as they need it tomorrow.
Gamers love it.
I was going to say, can the gamers
love it? My son wanted me to move so that we could get 2 gig, and he had a campaign going. So it was interesting. And then he did a whole PowerPoint on why this was a good idea. So,
I love that.
yeah. But the cool thing, you know, to kind of tag on to what David was saying, is that it's future proof. He talked about construction crews out there, you know, putting this either in the ground or running it overhead. And that's also dictated by the cities. We don't choose whether it's overhead or, you know, in the ground. But once they do that, they won't have to come back and do that for a long time, because it's set up for us to just continue to grow the services and give you what you need in the future.
When you talk about gaming, the reason that we've been recognized as one of the top companies from a gaming perspective is because fiber provides symmetrical speeds, right? So when you think about cable, you know, it's a different download from an upload speed. And from an upload perspective, when you're gaming, gamers talk about lag, right? So whether you're playing like a Fortnite or a different kind of game, lag is ultimately the other person that you're playing against or with experiences that you're timing out, right? And that's because of the upload speed. So with fiber, it's symmetrical speed. So just as fast as it downloads, it uploads.
I love that. And I would love that at my work, because a lot of times on break, my employees are gaming each other on site on their break, like in the same room. And I'm just like, I'll go in the office and they'll be like, what is going on right now? And then in my head, I'm like, are you going to take down my POS system? Like, is this right? Am I okay?
Well,
how much are you pulling?
Yeah, but that's exactly right. Because, you know, when we talk about your employees gaming, your POS system, you've got that internet that is being shared amongst all of those devices, right? So, you know, the symmetrical speed is important, but it's also important to know, like, our fiber is what we call FTTP. So it's fiber to the prem. That fiber is going directly to you. It's not being shared with all of the other homes or businesses. It's going directly to your home or directly to that one point. And then it splits off. And that's why you need the speed, because if they're gaming, you need speed for that. Your POS needs speed for that. And they're gaming in 2 different rooms. So you need the speed to be able to accommodate that, your POS system, the QR codes that they're using, and any of the other devices that you're sharing that with, it degregates it. But that's why we're, you know, kind of showing everybody how all of the devices that you use and how it impacts the internet.
And then you have your customers who are working from lunch or,
Right.
with everybody's flex schedules. They're constantly bringing in their laptops and getting on Zooms. And there's a lot of need.
Yep.
We do free expert installation, right? A lot of companies, they'll send you equipment and you're responsible for a little DIY action. Not here, right? So we send an expert, one of our technicians that's certified, to get out there and install it in your home. We also offer a whole home Wi-Fi guarantee. So that comes with Eero. So it's a mesh Wi-Fi system so that your basement doesn't have a different experience than where the router is, right? And I think that's
about mesh Wi-Fi.
Yes. So it's a massive difference inside a household. You're able to control it. So for, you talk about privacy with children, right? You can limit when they can access the internet. You can limit how they use the internet. You could really prioritize a specific device in case you have a really important call you have to be on or a really important show that you want to watch, right? So I think all of those things are massive differentiators on top of the fact that we also do price lock guarantees. So with our gig service right now, we won't change the rate for 3 years, right? So we know a lot of companies, they
Say that one more time.
3
years.
Woo! Yes, 36 months. And that's a massive differentiator in the marketplace, considering I know that's a big pain point of a lot of companies doing price up.
So we have over 500 members in our group. That means there are 500 women business owners alone in Rochester. So I bet a lot of us are going to be ready to jump on. Where are you at today in Rochester? How can they find out if this is available for them?
You just go on frontier.com, right? And then from there, as we continue to invest in our communities, we'll continue to update the website. You just put in your address, and then from there, it's going to tell you whether you're fiber eligible or not. And if you're not now, I would recommend that you continue to check over the next few months.
Okay, great. That's exciting. I can't wait to get home and check.
I just want to thank you, David Olivera, Vice President of National Expansion, and Collette Combre, the Director of Engagement Marketing from Frontier Communications. Thank you so much for coming and explaining to us all the exciting things that we are looking forward to with fiber optic 2 gig internet. Yes. And of course, you can go click the link down in the show notes to check availability in your neighborhood. Whether you're a local business, an individual household, the fiber infrastructure powers digital connections for all of us. And I'm so excited that Frontier Fiber is now here in Rochester. Looking forward to seeing the way it changes the way we live, work, and play. Now, since we are out here broadcasting live from the Rochester Public Market, we have some Bossy Kids here. And Kelly B, why don't you take it away with our first interview with our Bossy Kid?
All right, we are recording. Can you please tell me your name?
Harper.
Harper what?
Metras.
And who's your mom?
Kelly Metras.
Kelly Metras. Wonderful. Do you know what she does for work? Do you
Boss
know
people around?
Yes. High five. That's a wonderful answer. Where does she work? What's the name? Starts with an S?
Salena's.
Yeah. And when she goes into Salena's to go to work, what does she do there?
Boss people around?
Yeah, that's pretty much all she does, right? Yeah, do you think she's good at that?
Yes.
Yeah. So knowing what mom does at work, do you think that you would ever want to do her job?
No.
No. That's a really big no. Do you know what you want to do when you grow up?
Design stuff and do makeup.
Design stuff and do makeup, like design clothes?
Like design, like what a room is going to look like.
You do that sometimes, don't you?
Yeah.
I've seen you drawing stuff like that before. Well, maybe you can do something like that for us someday. And then you can start your own business. And then you can join Bossy. What do you think? No, you don't want to hang out with me and Mom when we're old?
I have a feeling Bossy won't be a thing when you're
Oh,
old.
I think it will. It's going to be a thing forever. And then you can take over when you're the boss.
No.
Do you think you ever want to have employees? People working for you?
Yes.
Live it, love it, lime it with Salena's Mexican restaurant located in the Village Gate, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. Dine on delicious, homemade recipes while catching up with your favorite staff. There is a happy hour every day at the bar, and don't forget that kids eat free on Wednesdays with the purchase of an adult meal. And remember, you can't make everyone happy. You are not a taco.
You might take my job on the radio one day with that commercial. Now, Erika Sorbello, she is the owner of Gallery Salon, a big supporter of the Getting Real with Bossy podcast. We love her so, so much. But let's talk to Erika's daughter and see what she thinks about her mom being an entrepreneur.
Hi, can you please tell me your name?
Viola.
What's your last name?
Shrimp. Josephine Shrimp.
And who is your mom?
Erika
What's
Sorbello.
her? Very good. And what business does she own?
Gallery Salon.
Okay. So, do you have any jokes that you want to tell us?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Broken pencil.
Broken pencil who?
Never mind, it's pointless.
That's fantastic. Can you tell me what your mom's job is?
She is a hairstylist and she's the boss.
Okay, what does that mean, she's the boss?
She runs the business.
She runs the business. So when she goes into work, let's say on a Wednesday, what do you think the first thing she does?
It's different on every day because sometimes when she goes in, she does payroll or she waits for her first client.
Okay, so she takes clients and does... Oh, keep going. Sorry.
I'm there and she's setting me up to stay.
Okay, so she sets you up because sometimes she's got to bring you to work?
Yeah.
Okay. What other jobs do you think she has at the salon?
She does lessons for the girls for the haircut.
Oh, like classes?
Haircutting. Yeah.
Do you think this is a job you'd want to do when you grow up?
No.
No? Do you know what you want to do when you grow up?
I want to own a cafe.
Own a cafe?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, you and I can talk about that later because I have some experience in that. All right. Well, thank you so much. Anything else you want to say?
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. How great is your mom?
I'd rather have her between anybody in the world.
That is such a nice thing. Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey y'all, I'm Erika Sorbello and I'm the owner as well as the stylist at Gallery Salon located at 4 Elton Street in the neighborhood of the Arts in Rochester, New York. We specialize in everything from lived-in hair color to vivid creations, haircuts, wedding hair and makeup, structured manicures, gel extensions, and the best nail art in the city. We work closely with Rochester artists and makers to carry an array of handmade goodies for you to shop from. Gallery Salon is proud to offer gender-neutral pricing and we are a certified LGBTQ+ safe zone. Our space and staff are welcoming and down to earth. We know you'll be comfortable to come as you are and celebrate your individuality at Gallery Salon. You can find us at galleryhair.com and Facebook or Instagram. Give us a call at 585-271-8340, or better yet, swing by and meet us and see what we're about. Gallery Salon, located at 4 Elton Street in the neighborhood of the Arts in Rochester, New York.
You know, I am having a great time out here at the Rochester Public Market with Frontier, the Bossy Kids, of course, Kelly and Kelly. And if you didn't get a chance to come out and hang out with us live at the public market, make sure you get your tickets for the Bossy Retreat. It's coming up in less than a month now, and we want to see you there.
Join us October 16th through the 19th in Geneva for our Bossy Build and Balance Retreat.
We are filling each day with seminars and activities to promote self and business health,
allowing time to rejuvenate and build your business.
Go to bossyrock.com to sign up for our email list and stay up to date on offerings and opportunities.
Follow us at Bossy Rock. Be bold, be bossy.
See you in Geneva.
Kelly, thank you allowing me, your girl Jazzy T, to come and be on the podcast. Normally, I'm just behind the scenes editing, but this is really, really fun. Shameless plug. If you are listening to this right now and you're like, hey, I want to start a podcast, well, come talk to Jazzcast Pros. JazzcastPros.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Jazzy T on air. I give you podcast tips on how to broadcast and podcast like a pro. And the best part, I'll show you how you can do it from your own home. It's really not as hard as you think to start a podcast. So if you have any questions at all, please contact me at jazzcastpros.com.
Thank you for hanging out with us today.
Be bold, be brave, be the boss.
Follow us on social at Bossy Rock and join Bossy at bossyrock.com/join.
This episode of Getting Real with Bossy is brought to you by Frontier Fiber. With Frontier Fiber Internet, we will improve the way we live and work so all Rochester residents can thrive. Check availability in your area at frontier.com.